Some good news this week, and this is really a credit to those of you who are Judicial Watch supporters, because we've been talking about the concerns we've had about the Mueller investigation. And it's gaining traction. Gaining so much traction that our not so friendly Washington Post did a big story on our work here at Judicial Watch, and it ran on Christmas Day. And the headline is, and I'll show you the picture, well actually there is no picture, it's a picture, "No longer a lonely battle, how the campaign against the Mueller probe has taken hold." And that "no longer a lonely battle," that's a quote I gave to the reporter, saying it felt like, at least here in Washington, D.C., it was a lonely battle highlighting the deficiencies in the Mueller operation and criticizing it and calling on it to be shut down. And I pointed out now it seems to be gaining traction, as I point out here with Republican office holders in Congress who have been defending Robert Mueller, and just other folks who are out there saying, hey, yeah, Judicial Watch is right about this. So there was this lengthy Washington Post story, you know, and they're trying to weave the idea that there's a right-wing conspiracy against Mueller, as opposed to we're getting information that calls the conduct of Mueller into account, that Mueller's responsible for this concern about his conduct. But it's a recognition we're winning. So I encourage you to look at the story. It's a credit, obviously, to Judicial Watch, but our supporters that allow us to do this work. As I say, it's a lonely battle here in Washington, but it's an easy battle in the sense I know when we're out there talking about this, we're talking on behalf of millions of Americans who share our concerns. I know Washington doesn't like what Judicial Watch does. There are some in Washington who do, but even those who do like us get nervous about our work. But Americans are thirsting for this type of oversight and accountability, and if the media won't provide it, if Congress won't provide it, if the Justice Department and FBI won't provide it, then it's up to Judicial Watch to do it. And we're just going to do it anyway. I don't care if Congress has investigations. I don't know if there are special counsels or not. I don't care about special counsels one way or another in terms of what Judicial Watch's work is. We're always going to be asking these questions because we don't trust the government to get to the bottom of a paper bag, let alone a significant scandal, like, for instance, what Hillary Clinton was up to and issues like that. So I encourage you to read that Washington Post story. It will motivate you to keep on supporting not only Judicial Watch, but getting the word out about our concerns about the way our law enforcement system has been hijacked to target a political enemy of the establishment, namely President Trump.